Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to this 1 vs 1 cast in this continuing series. Yay, Monchi says, GLHF, GG. Monchi has got to be feeling great. He just took down one of the, an astounding Zerg. I was going to say one of the best Zergs in the world. Well, maybe not one of the best. But DIMAGA certainly is an exceptional Zerg, and that's who we have with us today. DIMAGA spawning up here, the 12 o'clock, the red Zerg. This is Terminus SE, it's the GSL version. Near as I can tell, GSL is the... I know GSL didn't make the map. They have map creators, and GSL was one of the people to make this. Lost my train of thought. I was just thinking, why is DIMAGA not at 10 out of 10? And then I realized it's because he makes an Overlord first. Durr. But yes, Terminus was made in the GSL. A quick recap on the GSL you can find in my last channel. I didn't go too far into it because if you really want to know, you can go to Wikipedia and you can Google it and you can ask your friends because your friends know exactly what the GSL is. The question is, why don't you know what the GSL is? Just ask your friends. Your friends will help you out. If they don't help you out, then they're not your friends. I mean, if they're not like, dude, let me tell you all about the GSL, then what kind of friends are those, right? I mean, I wouldn't want those friends. That's just me. So, moving into this game, the game at hand, the game that I'm actually supposed to be casting, you know, little things. Monchi in the last game, Game 2, this is Game 2, spoiler alert, last game, blah, blah, blah. Monchi did fantastic in beating DIMAGA. I already said that, so the spoiler's already been alerted, or done. A great about 4 immortal timing push using a hallucinated Phoenix to really see that his opponent was going really high on the roach count. So immortals were a great choice. Some clutch, wonderful, fantastic, amazing force fields. Like I thought those force fields were borderline perfect. Really sealed the deal to cut DIMAGA's army in half and weaken it. You know, prevent half of it from running and prevent the other half from assisting the first half from living. Just a great play overall by Monchi. Now this is interesting. Pylon going down, going to be stopping DIMAGA's play a little bit more as Monchi just breezes by. I don't know why these first 4 Zerglings did not help with killing the probe. That would save him a lot of headache right now. I mean, this probe even could run away and live. Yeah, looks like as he kites the queen off creep. DIMAGA may be just feeling a little out of it. This probe is able to start Nope. He didn't manage to get the pylon taken out. It could have been cancelled. I didn't quite check. Didn't see. But we've got some quick little gateway pressure. Just a couple of zealots coming out. 3 zealots, actually. He may have burned the chrono boost on him. He is. He's chrono boosting out a number of zealots. A 4th one on the way. Well, 5th, I suppose. 4th attacking, likely. And DIMAGA sees this. I mean, he's lost an Overlord. Likely to just a little basic scout. Somewhere. Can Monchi even attack air? Or did he use an extractor trick? He may have used an extractor trick. I am just missing so much in this game. I am off of it. It's like, dude, it's Cillian. What the world? Quit failing so hard. Now, these zealots can back into a corner and not get surrounded by all these Zerglings. They need to get up against this back wall here. Need to pull a boxer. They might be able to take on these... Oh, God. 16 Zerglings. Zealots they have a very high amount of health. They do large DPS, but they're just slow and melee. So we do see a starport is going down for Monchi. More and more Zerglings being made. And this is absolutely, that's just too many for the Zealots. And especially since they're all getting caught surrounded. Monchi even says, I need to activate my profanity filter. In case there might be any kids watching this. Monchi says, oh no! That's what he says. That's what he meant to say. He just mistyped. Very common. That's a lot of Zerglings is all he's thinking now. He's thinking, well, Well, shoot. I've got to get this Void Ray out. Chrono Boost should be going down on it any second to try to push it out, and as soon as that Void Ray comes out, really will nullify most all of these Zerglings and force into a Muta or Hydra play. Wouldn't be surprised to see Mutas coming out from this, especially given the map really favors mobility. And we do have 3 gateways, 2 more gateways coming down for a total of 3. And this is good. Just leaving 1 Zergling just to spot when it happens. Really smart play by DIMAGA. He does have his 3rd up, and he does know that Monchi is on 1 base. So as long as he can keep Monchi on 1 base, he's thinking, then I've stopped some early pressure. He's got to start recovering and macroing up, so I'm safe to macro up. And with 3 bases, you can macro to your heart's content. As we see him here, 50% more guesstimate than his opponent with only 4 more harvesters. Why is that? Because all these guys are shuffling around because there's just not enough space. There are too many cooks in the kitchen. And then soup spills all over everybody, and then your best apron is ruined. We do have this probe rallying down to just see what's going on. Zealot did come out here and kill the Zergling, so he is likely going to be dropping as soon as he gets up to 400 minerals. We do have 2 Void Rays are out. More and more Zerglings on the way. Zergling speed being researched. A little more than halfway done. Couple of spine crawlers going down. Nothing out of the ordinary. In an Evo chamber, hopefully, DIMAGA will be reading this Starport play, Stargate play. Because we do have 2 Void Rays that are out on the move. They do not have the Flux Veins. That was removed several patches ago. Or a few patches ago. And they are just going right up. Now we don't have any. We do have 1. Where is it? Oh, we've got 1 Spore Crawler here to detect. He's thinking a DT play, and now he's saying, oh, shoot. There are Void Rays in my base. 3rd is going to get locked down. Thankfully, those drones will easily transfer. Though, yeah, DIMAGA really needs to start getting more and more gas up. He needs to even try to get a 4 gas if at all possible. Oh, and this, now with 3 Void Rays, 2 Queens here are going to help repel these, but first Queen's going to die rather quickly. Second one's going to get held up. Some great micro pulling one of the Void Rays back, as these 2 with full charge really just are going to go to town on this hatchery. 3rd is still going to go down, and 2 Queens have died in the process. 2 more Spore Crawlers are coming down, and they do burrow in very quickly, so these Void Rays are going to go ahead and call it a day. Can't say I blame them. Their damage has been done, and they're great for saving back, for just doing extra damage, just for using, people have called them artillery. Just kind of keeping them in the back of armies, and really just so very good. They don't necessarily need to be used for harass, though they certainly could be, as it looks like it's going to be. If he could try to focus down these Spore Crawler or Spine Crawlers, there he goes. Weaken the defense of his opponent. No, he'd rather supply block him or bring down a Queen or 2. Another Spore Crawler going to be burrowing back in yet again. And this Void Ray could go down if he doesn't catch it, if he doesn't micro it. He needs to pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, back. Nah, he gets killed. Takes a Queen out with him, but that could have been saved. Oh, and then all the Hydralisks spawn, and the Void Rays say, well, we're getting the hell out of here. Hydra's so slow off of creep. Even slower they are. 2.25. Void Rays are the same, except the Void Rays can fly, so they don't have to worry about going around silly obstacles. They don't have to deal with your ground physics. Thermal Lance is being researched, and ground level 2 is on the way. No, 1. I can never tell with Zerg. And DIMAGA really wants to put on some counter pressure. He's getting his 3rd built. It just popped. Until the creep hasn't quite respread yet. He really wants to put on some counter pressure. He's going, dude, this has not been cool. As I wipe my sniffly nose. Yeah. Says, yeah, I'm tired of you beating up on my base, so we're going to return the favor. First Colossus is out, and the thing is the Colossus is going to absolutely roast everything light here, with everything getting especially clustered up. A good attack coming in, decent concave, but again with those good force fields. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. Pushing back those Hydras, pulling back the Void Rays to try to save them, although this Colossus can't get focused down. But he is just burning up so many. He's got 4 kills. Zealot's getting a good number of kills, and his Stalkers are also warped in to help deal with these Roaches. These Void Rays, as soon as that Hydralisk dies, that last one, these Roaches are booking it out saying, look, we can kill everything except for that Void Ray. Never mind the fact that we'd probably all die in the process. So a great repel by monchi, even though DIMAGA is dropping his 4th. Spire is on the way to counteract. As soon as that Thermal Lance is finished, the Spire will nearly finish as well, and Corruptors undoubtedly will come out. Maybe some Mutas. I'd love to see some Muta harass right now, because most of this army is very immobile, and this is a very, very, very big map. Lots of Roaches. Wow. Look at all those Roaches just pumped out so quickly. So cheap. And still 145 with base 1 armor. Do have Corruptors are being produced along with range level 2 for monchi, or I'm sorry, for DIMAGA finishing. Monchi's not getting even, the chance to prepare. Although if he waits just that little bit longer, he should have engaged right away. So he wants to warp in a few more guys right at this forward pylon. No, he's, yes, he's, no, he's, I don't know. There we go. Gonna have a very good concave coming in, and the big thing are they going to be these Corruptors. We have to look and see. They focus down the Void Rays first, even though the big DPS unit is going to be this Colossus. There are 3 of them out now. They do have the Thermal Lance. This one could get focused down by the Roach. So close. One of them does get taken out. 2 gets taken out. The Corruptors are falling, but they are going to take out that Colossus first. Corruptors doing bonus damage versus Massive, and in case you haven't noticed, Colossus are pretty freaking big. More than enough to qualify for Massive. More Stalkers getting warped in. 8 at a time. And we're back at a stalemate. Now, DIMAGA is up in supply, and he does have 11 more Roaches coming out. Roaches so cheap. And now that he knows, DIMAGA knows there aren't any more Void Rays, I am going to be fine making just straight ground units. 13 more Roaches. Well, now 7 in a slew. Just, they're so cheap, you can just mass produce them so well. Good concave coming down, and there aren't any force fields to spread this out. There are no Immortals here to help either. Needs to just get 3 or 4 of these Stalkers. Just focus down this Corruptor real quick. But even still, pushing back even all the Roaches. 5 more being produced. This 4th base not even going to get full up into production. Just going to die. I don't know, monchi could take this pretty handedly if he keeps the push going up. There are no static defense here to really slow monchi down, to really reinforce DIMAGA. Monchi, though, his macro is slipping. He needs to keep producing units. These 2 Colossi are absolutely ripping in damage. 9 and 8 kills apiece with more on the way. And DIMAGA is going to say GG. Just falling under too much pressure. Monchi, I would have loved to have seen him. There are some more units being produced, Stalkers on the way, but he's got so much that he could just pump out right here and move straight up into the play. So, that is another game down. Monchi is up 2-0. DIMAGA really needs to rally to pull back and to try to get himself back into this series. He repelled the early aggression well. The Void Ray caught him off guard for a little bit, and he may have lost too much in that 2nd engagement. But when he tried to take his 4th, may have been when he was just getting a little too greedy. Maybe he should have just focused. There are a whole lot of maybes and what ifs and maybes and what ifs. The end result of what did happen, what we know for sure, is that monchi is up 2-0. I will see you guys in the next game.